WIBTA if I were to purposely misled my fiancé's ex-fiancé about our wedding. I, 28F, and my fiancé, let's call him Mark, 30M, have been together for 4 years now. Our anniversary just went by about a week ago. C, and engaged for 2. Mark and I are currently in a long-distance relationship and I live halfway across the world as I am 12 hours ahead of him. We are also currently in the process of getting me a visa so I can fly over to him and get married. This is a long post so I am sorry in advance. So for context, Mark used to be in a relationship with this person, let's call her Haley. Mark and Haley used to date in high school and broke up when he moved away. When Mark moved back to the same area, both of them had met up and resumed their relationship. Backstory now, from what he had told me, their relationship had been very toxic. She was verbally and physically abusive to him and had put him down a lot. Not only that, she had a tendency to take his things that meant a lot to him personally and sell them with no remorse. Mark is also a recovered drug addict and at the moment has been sober for many years. I forgot the exact number, but I am so proud of him for that. The way he proposed to her was kind of cute, where he wanted to propose but forgot which pocket and timing-wise was not working out, so while they were in a hotel hallway he kinda just proposed then and there. To me I thought it was just so on brand of him and it was adorable despite it being with an ex from hell. Mark also told me that when he did propose to her it was more due to the fact that her family had been pressuring him and he has had very low esteem of himself. He thought it was time he should settle down and that no one else would have wanted him anyway. While they were engaged, Haley was showing some weird signs to him. Some things felt off, some things did not add up. Tim, his younger brother, had been coming around to hang out a lot but Mark never said anything. One day Mark kind of was able to go back home early. He came back to their place and saw that another car had parked at the sidewalk and it was his brother, Tim's, car. Of course, gut feeling came in and when he walked into the house there was Tim and Haley doing the deed. Of course after that Mark broke things off with Haley. He also had a fight with her father who did not believe his story and punches were thrown. Mark won the punch fest and from then on her dad would not try to pick a fight with him. Sadly, this also meant that a lot of Mark's personal items were never given back to him as Haley had claimed it to be hers. Haley had also tried to pass off her child as Mark's to get child support before I met him, but Mark knew it wasn't his as the timing did not match up at all and it only showed that she had been cheating on him with another guy as well as Tim. Mark also did get a paternity test done just so that she had no grounds to ask him for child support and not surprisingly at all the child is not his. Zooming back into the future, Mark and I met while we are both online streamers on Twitch. I had been down in the dumps one day and was watching a friend's stream when he raided out to Mark and I saw he was playing a game solo and asked if I could join in. We started talking every day since and will be doing so for the rest of our lives. See. He is such a cutie and a sweetie despite him constantly saying he isn't, and he is literally the best person I have ever met. I love him to bits and I really cannot understand how a person could be so cruel to him. I have seen how bad she messed him up. We are of course working through our own share bits of baggage as I met him when I was 24 and he was 26 and, as we both have been through a lot personally, we understand how important communication is and we do our best to better each other. He is the best thing that had ever happened to me and I feel so incredibly lucky that I found him in such a random manner. So 2 years back, right after I had flown over to meet him for the first time in person, we got engaged. See, it was super cute, haha. He did not like the way he proposed and has been telling me that he wants to repropose again before we officially wed. I had stayed with him for an amazing 2.5 weeks and after I returned back to my home country, Mark called me and told me to guess who he had bumped into at his local Walmart but Haley herself. Haley apparently tried to chat him up and wanted to get back together but Mark just proudly told her that he is in a very loving and committed relationship, told her to F off while subtly scratching his eyes to show off his engagement ring to her. Afterwards Mark reported to me a few times after that she tried to corner him at Walmart and tried to talk to him but he always dismissed her. She apparently did not believe I was real and had thought that he was faking my existence just so that he doesn't get back together with her. Last year, I visited him again but this time for an amazing whole-ass month. One day while we went to Walmart to get food and snacks, we went past this guy on the way out of Walmart and Mark just had this shit-eating grin and looked super giddy to tell me something. When we got into the car, he told me that the guy we walked past was Haley's dad and now Haley has no more grounds to say I don't exist as there I was with my hands all over him and clinging onto him on Walmart and I had planted a kiss on his cheek right before we went past Haley's dad. I do small acts of PDA, sue me, dash, I just can't help it, he's too cute. I laughed so hard but right after that we never saw Haley nor Haley's dad again. Cue me going back home and who came and bombarded him when I'm away but Haley herself. For some reason when she met him she kept telling him how I don't deserve him, he doesn't deserve me and that we will end up breaking up so he should just get back together with her. As always Mark just ignores or have very limited interaction with her, to instill that he is happily taken and would never consider her, until one day she asks to come to the wedding. I swear I spat my drink out laughing when he told me she asked to attend her wedding. She was insistent on wanting to go, for obvious bad reasons, and kept asking him to give her my Facebook profile so that she can message me herself to ask, as Mark had deflated her multiple times by saying I don't think my fiancé would want that with my express permission, and also did not give her my Facebook profile. Of course me, wanting to be petty and mess with her, was very intrigued with the thought of actually allowing her to come. Mark and my wedding ceremony wouldn't have a lot guests anyway, as I am estranged from my family, so they wouldn't be coming, and my friends can't be there physically as it is quite expensive to get return flight tickets, not even including getting a place to stay. Of course, I am having it planned such that there will be a live feed so that my friends can still be there. And Mark's extended relative is not welcome to the wedding due to other family drama on his end. I am thinking of ways to mess with her, be it telling her the wrong location as a hoopsie multiple times, be in on the right date or not. Wrong date, wrong time, getting the person marrying us to say if anyone has any objections to this wedding, shut the fuck up, your opinions will not be heard, you get the idea. No one from Mark's family would be telling her the right information anyway, and they don't have any mutual friends that would do the same. On the off chance she does come by, I would honestly be more amused by whatever she does, as I have watched and listened to many wedding drama from Charlotte's videos, and it might liven up the wedding a little, as it is going to be a small wedding, so if she does do anything it would be free entertainment. Mark and I laughed at the possibilities of it, but in the end he does not want her there. I respect his wishes, but on the off chance she actually does manage to find me and bombard me with allowing her to come, I want to have a lot of tricks up my sleeve. So WIBTA for honestly wanting to mislead her?
Relevant comment. Single permission 9373. This is a great creative writing story. No way is it true. You never met in person for 2 years and he proposed the first time you met? And you've only seen each other in person a couple of times since? He has an engagement ring? In what culture do men wear engagement rings? He'd never bumped into her at Walmart, but after that he did several times and she tried to corner him? Bullshit. No way did she ask to attend your wedding. This whole story so ridiculous.
OP. Well, first off, we met online. I live halfway across the world from him. We talk to each other and video call each other every day, and in our free time we would hang out in video calls and watch movies or play video games together. It's a bit hard to travel often when round-trip tickets costs about $2,500 each time, and working in a job that gives you barely more than 2 weeks of annual leave. We have seen each other in video calls literally every single day, but in person, like face-to-face, yes, it was twice. I don't see why he can't have a ring. He has a ring that was passed down from his dad that he treats it as his engagement ring, and my engagement ring is an heirloom passed down from his grandmother. He does bump into or seen Haley's parents at Walmart a couple of times, so I'm guessing that's how she knows when he goes and she comes by to talk to him. She's a crazy ex. They live in the area, so it's not hard to not bump into them at Walmart. He has mentioned it before we got engaged that he saw her dad or her mum now and then, but I didn't think I needed to mention that. Just to update, we met twice, but I stayed with him throughout the whole time. First time it was about 19 days and second time it was a month.